This is Beyond the Tracks podcast. What's going on? It's your man DJ Big Mike.
Bigg Dooley in the building.
And you know who I am, the Angry Artist.
And this is Beyond the Tracks podcast. What up, fellas?
What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do?
This thing again, man.
Trying to live life.
And not let life live you.
Boom.
Say
That's
that.
a bar. Say that one more time.
Don't let life live you.
Right?
Cause life be lifing.
Life be life, and life is gonna life. It don't matter. Life is gonna life no matter what.
Well, life might be lifing, but if you're intentional about your own, it won't affect you.
You know, when we say that life be life, right, there's always in a bad connotation, right? Normally, right? And that's because for whatever reason, right? Life, when we say life be life, and that don't never mean, right? Somebody just hit the lotto when we say life be life. You
That's
know
facts.
what I'm saying?
That's absolute
Right?
facts.
You might have to change that.
That I'm just a instant observation, right? That when we say that, and I say it too, right? Now,
Me too.
and I say we, right? That means that just tells me that the bitter stings, right, more than the sugar is sweet, right? However,
That's true.
you say that, right?
I'm gonna start saying
we focus a lot more
But there needs to be a different saying.
on what goes wrong than we do
you
what
need a
goes
different
right.
saying for the positive side. Cause life be life and can't be both ways.
You can't go both.
That's true.
That's why there
But
are
I
words
would
like
say-
positive and negative.
I would say I normally will say, like, you know, if I'm talking life is good or life is
That's what
great,
I'm saying.
or
Yes.
you know what I'm saying. Or,
And even that, you saying something completely different.
But
Yes.
life has been life,
When
and
you say life
that's
been
usually
life,
negative
and-
some shit.
Yes.
That's negative shit. Yeah,
But it's a light way of saying it.
yeah.
You're not
A
saying,
lightweight, right?
you're
Without
not
going
saying-
into detail.
You're not saying I'm about to get evicted or my car
Right.
got stolen or
Right.
I lost
Life
my
just be
job.
life. And it serves its purpose.
It does. It
We
absolutely
just
does.
not saying life is good and all the other things enough. I'm not saying
No,
let's
you're
take
right.
life is life in a way, right? Never say right. Cancel life is life,
Right.
No, just say that.
We about to get canceled.
But let's add some more into the vocabulary.
Layer.
Yeah, let's add some more into that.
I'm with you on that. I'm
That was
absolutely
a real
with-
high pitched layer, bro.
Right.
Onion be.
That old Tales from the Crypt creep right there, right?
Well, his old ass might be in the crib.
Oh shit! See, you got to talk about. I'm 53. I'm getting ready to be 54 here.
Exactly.
You know, Lloyd just had a birthday, so he's 1 year closer to me.
Yeah.
But I'll never
for
catch
right
up.
now.
I'll never catch up.
You'll never catch up with you.
Well,
You know,
it's only one way.
yeah, Dooley's the only one that can say he young.
Well,
Because he ain't hit the half century mark yet.
He
belong
coast.
to multiple
He
circles.
knocking on that
in
door.
this circle, I'm the youngin'. That's why I kick with y'all. You know, another circle, I'm the old head. So, you know,
Fact.
He
that's why you have more than one circle.
Right now he nephew, but then he's unc. He around everybody else.
Shit, I'm
Facts.
I'm Gramps now. Shit.
I'm cool with Unc. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with Unc for a minute.
You know what? At first I was
thought
offended.
I was
At first I was offended by the unc. I'm like, wait a minute. I guess I am. I go to gas station or whatever, young bucks. Hey, unc, you good over there, man? Who you calling unc?
Right.
But I am in that lane.
But I got people that call me big bro.
Yeah.
I got people that call me Unc, and I got people that call me Pops, and I got people that call me Gramps.
Facts.
I'm the Gramps.
Facts.
I'll be Gramps.
I hear you.
I'll be all of it.
It all depends on who's in your circle that particular day.
Right. Cause I do, like, I hang out with probably people from, honestly, from like 25 to 60.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my crowd is pretty diverse.
Yeah. That's a wide range. And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You should have a wide range, and right? Too much in one thing.
It's never good.
Ever.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah.
That part.
Everything in moderation.
So Lloyd, what we talking about today, brother?
I
It's
want to.
been like 6 years since you've been on the podcast.
Wow. Don't do my dog
It's
like
fine.
that.
It's fine.
Don't do my dog like
I can
that.
deal with that because I'm kicking the nuts later.
Right.
But
You got a job and shit.
yeah, I actually life was life for me. I had to
Life is life. There you go.
I had to go punch that clock. You know, take care of massa.
Right, had to head to the plantation.
Well,
But
But at least you drive into the plantation.
Facts.
You don't live there.
No,
That part.
and I still got my fingers and not picking sharp shit.
Boom.
But I've been noticing a lot. I've been doing a lot of watching on different TikToks and podcasts and posts about how men are supposed to be these almighty providers,
Okay.
and then nobody's bringing nothing else to the table but themselves.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a problem with that.
Talk about it.
If I'm going out here busting my tail, like I do, my job is not safe, and I come home to all you got is vagina, you got to go. You got to go.
So what are you saying? What are you saying the woman needs to bring to the table?
More than vagina.
Well, I mean, break it down. You talking money? You talking
Because you know what?
spirituality? You
The
talking,
actual lines between men and women have been blurred too much.
Okay.
Okay, break that down.
The families that survived and marriages that went 50, 60 years had those lines in concrete. They're black and white. The man's provider, I'm gonna take care of the house. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Okay.
None.
Okay.
The minute
I
they
feel
start,
that.
minute they start
That's-
blurring
that's
them
how I live.
lines and changing roles and women trying to be in head of the household, it became a problem. Nobody sees the problematic problem that's given for men nowadays.
Okay.
They expect us to have foreigns. They expect us to have 6 figures. They expect us to have houses that whatever fly them out.
Right.
Spend $300 to $400 on a first date. I don't even know
You
you.
ain't never been flued out. Ain't nobody never flued you out.
Nope.
Me neither. Ain't nobody flued me out neither. dog.
But what I'm saying is, and they want you to apply pressure. So basically, what I'm doing is spending money to get your attention that I might not get.
Okay.
So why not let it happen organically? Why not like it's supposed to? If we attract it, it's gonna work. Period.
Well, we talk about social media a lot, and I think that plays a big part. You know,
God,
because
Huge.
people see these fake lives. You know, and
Yes.
they see these quote influencers and how they living and what they expect, and because I've heard that too. Like a woman, like I'll never marry a man that you know can't do this and can't do that.
Right.
It's like
right.
okay, and I understand where you coming from. Okay, well, what do you bring to that? If that's what you expect, what do you bring to
That's what my whole thing.
You know what I'm saying?
And look, I can vividly remember this. Me and a couple of my coworkers were walking down Woodward. Group of women said, "Ooh, them men know FICA."
Oh wow. That's gangster.
I was like, "Damn, really? You come up, I didn't even know me."
Right.
I got on my FR, my greens, and everything else, looking like I just came out the fucking steel mill. But they said, "Ooh, them men know FICA." I'm like, "Oh, and you know Dot." You know, for those who don't know,
Right.
that's the Detroit bus line. You get on the bus.
Damn.
I'm being
And
honest.
everybody
At the
should
bus
know
stop.
who FICA is. If you don't know,
Right.
But the way they said it was like, okay, they got something. Let me
right,
get their attention because they got a little few bucks.
right.
Why they getting on the bus?
You're right. Times have definitely changed. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna one up that one. One up that one. A man see a woman find one walking down the street, he gonna spin the block.
Okay.
Let's see a handsome dude walking down the street. The chick like, ooh, he walking.
You walking.
But
He's walking.
his car could be in the shop. He could be out for a walk, taking his time, just want to have a walk. That's a problem. That's very problematic.
Yeah, I've been in the same relationship since I was 14 years old, so I don't have those problems.
No, you know what? I don't have them either. I'm single because I don't want them problems.
Right.
I choose not to have them problems.
Right, right. I mean, obviously, I'm entering my 25th year. I'm in my 25th year of marriage, right?
Good for y'all.
So God is good.
All the time.
But
all the time,
somewhere
God is good.
along the line, I think standards change, right? And maybe around the time
Yes.
that women went to work and right and all of that. But at somewhere, the point I'm trying to make is somewhere along the line, women stopped getting with men and saying, okay, I see who you are. I see who you're trying to be, right? This man has potential, right? This man has goals, right? This man has aspirations.
Yes.
And he's got a good heart,
Yep.
right? I'm going to stick with this man. We're going to ride it out, right?
Yep.
At some point in time, that transition to he got to have a job, he got to be 6'2", he got to have a trust fund,
Certain
right?
kind of job.
Right, a certain kind of job, right? 6-figure job, and woo, 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 woo. and all you got to do is, have a fat ass and be able to make a 2-course meal. You know what I'm saying? So I see what you're saying. I don't know what point that changed. I think a bit of it is evolution, right? As with everything else,
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
a bit of it is evolution. I can only speak for myself, but I never really. I wish I made enough money for my wife to stay home, right?
Facts.
Right. We had 2 kids, very young. My first one, we was 19. Second one came at 23. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of us had a degree, you know what I'm saying, or any higher education. We both had jobs. We was both working, but it took both of us to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, but then again, but I never lost my respect at the same time, right?
what it
I
is.
never became less than head of household. And I know that's a very contentious subject, right? And there's been times when I didn't have no damn job. Let me just say that. I didn't have no damn job. And yet I was still the head of household. Chew on that for a minute. I was treated as the head of household, right? Because it's not just about the financial, right? It's not just about the money that you bring. It's so much more than what a man's provide. Back in the day, men used to be, our primary role was for security, right?
Yes.
And protection.
Yes.
And, right, the overseer. And I don't know. Like I said, I believe some of it is evolution. Times have changed, right? I think the way things are set up in this country where women had to go to work, not only did mine had to go to work, but not only did she have to, she wanted to, right? There was no keeping her home, right? As soon as she had kids, right, she went right back to work. You understand? She never wanted to depend on me. You know what I'm saying? But again, we've been married for 25 years now. I'm not much different from you, right? We got together when we were 17. We grew together. I had nothing.
That part.
Right. That part.
I had
That's what,
nothing,
right? He's building my point.
Yeah.
I had nothing. I had nothing, right? I hadn't even graduated high school. So how but she saw something in me then, right? I don't understand how if you don't see something, right, you got to build, right? And I think that I'm gonna get the mic up here.
Talk
Talk, baby.
You got to build, right? Everyone wants the finished product nowadays, right?
Ooh, talk
Everyone
about
is so in a rush, and that goes to the social media thing, right?
Talk
When
about
everyone's seeing the glitz and glam. You seeing in product, you seeing pieces that they want you to see. Nobody posts that. Oh, they just put me out. Nobody posts that. Oh, right.
I can't pay my rent.
So you
this
can't
month.
pay, right? You're not seeing the after effects of that. So, and I do, but so much of our culture and our youth are influenced by this,
Yes. And
They think it's normal.
right?
Yeah, they think
It's supposed to be this way.
Like, and I'll get a little deeper than that. To me, there is no question that government, certain societies have attempted to, especially in the black family, in the middle class, have broken down
speak about it.
the family.
True.
You know what I mean? So
True.
they've done things that put a question on family values.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And the man being the head of the household, you don't need no man to be the head of the household. You can do it on your own. And if you can do it on your own, then you need a man that can do A, B, C, and D.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Not building together, because you don't need to build together because you already doing it. So you don't need no motherfucker that you got to build, right? Whereas my generation before that, my grandparents, it was, like Lloyd said, it's man's responsibility to take care of the household. Women should not at the time have to work. And if they have to work, you got to question yourself.
Right.
Are you living beyond your means? Are
Right.
you, if you need to make more money, sir, then you
work
need to
overtime.
do something to make more money, whether
do
it be
something.
working overtime, whether it be furthering your education. That's just a man's role.
It's the man's
You feel
job.
what I'm saying? And now it's like for a woman to be in a relationship where they make more than the man, like, is very rare because they don't want that. And it's like I see a lot of people, which always blows my mind, like they have their bank account, they're married. They have
Right,
their bank account,
right.
she has her bank account, she pays these bills, he pays these bills. And if, for example, if I'm responsible for the electric bill
Right.
and I don't have the money for the electric bill,
You figure it out.
then the light's getting cut off.
'Cause
Even though we got, the woman, have $20,000 in the bank, you better do what you got to do because that's your bill.
That's your bill. Right.
Where
how it works.
like when Dana was working, that's our money.
Facts.
So I don't care if she had $10 in her bank account or $20,000 in the bank account.
No doubt.
If my shit was short and we weren't gonna make the house payment,
Here it come.
she was like, "I got you.
That's where it's supposed to be.
I got you.
Where it's supposed to
How much?
be.
Right.
How much are you short? Oh, you're short $500. Well, here, take this $1,000 out of my account because I don't want your account to be at zero.
Boom.
That's where it's supposed to
You
be.
feel what I'm
That's
saying?
real woman
And
shit
that's just
right
real
there.
shit. And it's like I tell people all the time, like they'll be like, your wife doesn't work. She doesn't have to. If she chooses to work, great. That's
Right.
just extra.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And they go, well, you don't want her to work? I just don't care.
Right.
Okay.
Because when she does work, it's our money. If she's not working,
It's our money.
So if we coming up short,
It's our money.
it's our money. So either I got to do something for her, or she got to. You better throw a pop up. You
throw
better
them candles.
You better do something, hustle
no doubt.
something,
Right.
Because we need it.
Because we
Right.
need it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we need it
If
now.
she says, well, we only got X amount of dollars in our savings, I don't want to get it below that. Okay,
Make it happen.
cool.
Make it happen.
What you doing? I know
Right.
what I can do. I know what I've been doing. What
Right.
can you do? But I don't expect. If she says, well, I ain't doing shit, then I'm on the phone talking about, hey, you got some overtime I can pick up?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because that's
Right.
just what we do. We live and die by us. It's us
Right.
and ours. It's not hers and mine. It's ours.
Us is we's and ours. I'm gonna say something too. And the women that are setting up stipulations out there, they can't reciprocate those. So those people that they putting $100,000 on, the Europeans, and Europeans,
biggest thing about it, though,
the
right?
job, those men aren't checking for them.
If you saying match, right? If y'all was out there saying match me, right? Match my fly,
So-
I could release respect that.
If I'm matching you, I might have 4 different baby mamas. I might have WIC. I might have an orange card. But those are the ones that are staying this.
Nigga, what is an orange card?
I don't know. About
Bridge
that
card.
one. Oh, gosh.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying. In that general, most time people that are saying that,
Yeah.
they're not in a position to say that.
Facts. So
They-
what makes
their
them
standards
feel
are-
so bold and so comfortable, right?
Rappers, lifestyle they
still
see on the
be in
internet,
Yeah.
social media
Social media lifestyles.
that they're seeing.
Because like you said, Dooley, the people are posting up stuff. Look at my crib. I'm downtown New York City. Blah blah blah. I pay $5,000 a month for my space. But what they not showing you is they got a sugar daddy
Right.
somewhere, or
Say that. Say that.
they posting all this shit right now
You ain't pay
because they
taxes
getting
in
ready.
10
Right,
years.
they getting ready to get
You know
put
what I'm
out,
saying?
so they got to
Right.
get as much content as they
to
can.
make
Yeah.
some money. To make some money.
I see people do that shit all the time with
Yep.
like on vacations. It's like I'll be like, I know you in real life. Like you went on one
Right.
vacation,
And now you blowing it up.
but but you done filmed yourself at 10 different spots on that one vacation, which is what it is. But now you putting that shit over like the course of 5 months, like you've been going on vacation every week. New York, my second home. I'm out here all the time.
You went
Bruh,
once.
You got the same clothes on. And I know you in real life, you only went once, and you got the discount flight because your cousin had some points, and you stayed in a raggedy ass hotel.
Let me just tell you this.
You know,
Don't post no pictures until you get back.
facts,
Don't.
facts. Yeah, it's wild. I mean, we always talk about image. Image is just different. Image used to be like clothes.
Right?
When you like, once again, I'm saying my age, but it's when I would go to the spot, the club, make sure I was fly, make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what's funny to me is you got people out here now that will go and can't afford it, but they'll go charge some shit up
Facts.
to get all these new outfits because they getting ready to go on vacation. To say Jamaica, motherfucker, you ain't never been to Jamaica before. They ain't never seen your outfits.
Got no clue
Say
what's
less.
in your closet.
So what you-
None.
Or you and your boys going to Saks to get
But that bill
and one
coming
person
due.
buying stuff and you just hanging out with them.
Right. Or even better yet,
They're sharing.
Listen, they've been doing this shit for a long time. Keeping the tags on motherfuckers. You go out and buy this $500, $800, $1,000 outfit, but you tuck in the tag so you can bring that shit back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And listen, especially we as black people, we've been doing that shit for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But
Perfected it.
But it's also, I talk about it all the time. We are trying to set this image to show people who don't give a fuck about us that we've made it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, people
Actually
like,
laughing at
what
you.
is that? Oh, that's cheap design. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's my man's clothing line. I ain't never heard of it. Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Oh, what you wearing? Husky Life. What is that? Oh, that's my man's clothing line. I ain't never heard of
I
it.
never heard it, right?
So-
As if it's not good enough,
Hey,
right?
so-
That's the
so-
point.
So, right.
So I rocks mine every day. I don't care. When I'm
But-
not working, I rocks mine.
But you guys are right? Especially the black man has been so emasculated, right?
Ooh, say it.
In the home. No, we almost don't know what our role is. We don't know who we are, right? Because we so busy trying to look, dress, act like somebody that we're not. Hell, how can we be mad, right? How can we truly be mad at these when a lot of the men is just as lost, right, as the women?
That's fact.
That's absolute facts.
Well,
That's why
and-
I choose to not be in that lane.
And I'll go
Yeah.
into something even deeper. In this society, the man and the woman in a relationship is competing with each other
Yeah, right.
Isn't that wild?
and getting mad.
Right.
Oh, what
Ain't that some shit?
you got? Where you get that Gucci belt?
yeah.
If you got a Gucci belt, I need an LV belt. I need.
Well, see, and if that person I am, if I'm with somebody and they got my back, I'm going shopping. Hey, this is what brought you back.
Fact.
That's who I am,
Facts.
and it's gonna be reciprocated while I'm even having to ask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not out here checking for nobody, because like I said, it's gonna be organic.
Right.
It's not gonna be forced. Me applying pressure, trying to get a job interview, paying for a job interview that I might not get the job.
Yeah, you had posted that before. I about fell out.
Because it's the truth. It's the truth. Well, I'm gonna apply pressure, and you're not sure.
So how do we get back? I guess that's my
Yeah,
question.
I was great question.
How do we
Do
get
what
back?
I'm doing. Don't feed into that bullshit. Take a stance as a man and be a man. I'm not paying for your dinner like that. I'm not paying for your nails. Don't bring your fucking kids in here on our first date. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, y'all see the interview with my
I've seen
man
it-
sitting at the dinner, and the lady took the order to take out for her 3 kids at home or something. She ordered like 10
I'm one
entrees
up
to
you.
go
The
for her
chick-
3 kids. Yeah, man.
The
like,
chick that brought
on
her
the
best
first
friend
date.
to dinner with this dude. And said, so who's paying for her? Oh, you are. Dude said, oh, he got up and left. And then my man took his wife out for dinner. All her friends expected him to pay.
I seen that too.
And
Right.
his wife stood up and said, no, you ain't got to pay nothing. Well, I ain't paying. He the man.
There's 10, 11 people at this table.
Why he got to pay? He the
supposed to-
man.
You
but
out
not
your
your man.
damn mind.
But not
Right.
your man.
I know that's right.
That's wild.
And I'm saying, so me personally, not so much.
Yeah. Now I am the type of person that, of course, amongst friends and family, if I invite you out to dinner,
I'm gonna pay.
My plan is
Oh,
to
for
pay
sure.
for
If I
anybody
invite you, no
I'm
doubt. No
invited out. Now, if we're all talking and we're like, hey, we should go out to dinner sometime. Okay, cool. We'll go out. Dooley, you bring your wife. Lloyd, you bring your girl.
Oh, we all
gonna
start.
we all
No,
gonna
yeah,
split-
no doubt.
we
That's
gonna-
different.
we gonna
That.
we gonna
For
pay
sure.
our own.
For
But
sure.
if I'm like, hey, Lloyd, man, why don't you let's go grab something to eat. My plan is to pay for it.
We've done that.
Yeah.
and we keep doing that. It's depending on who
I
we're
think, it's just different. It's different, but I'm not gonna do that with some motherfucker I don't know. I did see a video not too long ago where it was like this girl and she was like they showed a close up of her and she was like, you know, what do you mean like you're not gonna pay or something? And dude was kind of like, what are you talking about? And then they panned it out and he was like sitting 4 tables over. He's like, I don't even fucking know you.
Yes.
And I was
yes.
like, is that what it's coming to?
Yes, and that was a great illustration
Yeah.
right there, because that's literally how
Yeah.
it is.
I was
Dude
like,
standing behind this girl at the counter paying, right?
Ooh.
We know
Ooh, we see that pose like,
you know how he look.
He ain't got no money.
he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money.
I remember the girl. I can't remember her name, but she was. He was like, "Oh, can I get something?" They was at the movies, and he was like, "Oh, give me 2 bags of gummy bears and blah blah." She was like, "Oh, you getting that?" Then he said something else. She was like, "Oh, you got money. You thought I was paying for that? Like I'm not paying for all that. Oh, you ordered a pop
Damn.
too? Like, oh no, I'm not paying for all that."
Right. That's facts.
I was like, "That's some funny shit."
It is.
I'm gonna have to put that in post.
I like that. I like that though. But it's just wild out here right now because everything has been so misconstrued and blurred lines that our black homes aren't the same.
Yeah.
Think about how you and I were growing up.
Yeah.
Family, always together, always. Does that happen now?
No, we talk about that a lot too.
And it goes back to the same thing. The men being emasculated, because what it was mostly was the men hanging out with their men, and then the wives got to be friends,
So
and then the
is
kids
that
got to be friends.
though, right? Because I really want us to dive in, right? Into not only we real good at identifying problems.
That's a serious
but
problem.
I really want to offer valid solutions. So is it because the lack of the male in the household, right? And even not saying that we can automatically put men back in our households, but that don't mean that, right, you should be put back in your child's life. I think that's the first part, right? Whether you in the household or not,
Yes.
we still have to stay in their life.
Yes.
I think that's part of the problem is men not raising daughters.
Or their children
Right,
in general.
or their
Yeah.
children in general, right? I think that's part of how we got here is upbringing. Because the man is out of the home, right? Because you're seeing mama have to work 2 or 3 jobs or pay a bill, right? Are we bringing up our women to not need a man, or are we raising them to develop this mentality without even knowing it?
That one part, he said women working 3 and 4 jobs, that's probably her choice because she want to deal with a man.
Maybe.
I'm just saying it can
But
be
single
it can be her
mothers,
choice.
right?
It can be her
who out
choice.
there grinding. That was my mindset. That's who I had. Right?
But think about it. As we were all growing up, there were men in the neighborhood that we respected because they were the men in the neighborhood.
True.
Nowadays, you try to talk to somebody's kid and they going off on you.
You were right. I didn't always have my dad in the household,
That's
but
what
there
I'm
was
saying.
other dads in the neighborhood
Yes.
who always looked out for us.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
I
think
100% agree with that.
I think there's 2 things that really need to start happening, and I know this is something that's not going to happen like overnight or nothing like that. But number one is men have to start taking responsibility for their children,
I agree.
Being a man.
and they have to take responsibility to be and act like the head of the household. 2, the women have to allow the man to take care of their children and be heads of the household.
All 3 of them things
So what
need to
you're
happen.
saying is,
All
I'm
3.
gonna make it even easier than that.
Not 1 or 2.
Men be men, women be women.
Yeah,
That's-
I mean to
as-
a
as-
degree.
that-
to,
no,
I
that-
mean to put it
to a degree.
put it short.
Put it short and sweet. That's really what happens.
But it's think about like
Do your damn job, right?
Right.
Because men's job and a woman's job really
Ain't the same. Ain't the same. Okay, I'm gonna go
I think you
outside.
can throw the title. I don't want to get caught up on the sex, right? Because you
But
got
it is a
men
sex
out-
issue.
well,
It is.
It's not.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely.
To a point.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside and build this shed and make sure change your tire, rotate your tires. Why can't you cook dinner? Why can't you do the laundry?
But sometimes my wife will go out there and change the oil,
Well, I'm
right?
saying
She
in
don't
general.
need me.
In
for that.
general.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm making a general statement. I'm making a
Right.
general statement that part of the relationship is being lost.
Oh, I agree
I
with
can,
what you're
I
saying.
can see what you're saying.
And
I see what you're saying.
The man will make sure that you're not getting taken at the mechanic.
Right.
That's his job.
Right.
His job is somebody
That's
harassing you.
facts.
Take care of that.
That's facts.
So why can't you go do the laundry? Why can't you make daddy a sandwich?
But I'm saying my house, that goes both ways.
Yeah.
No, I
It
get what
don't
you're
matter,
saying. Yes.
right? Sometimes I might be in the kitchen cooking. She might have to take the car to get an oil change. You know what I'm saying? If I'm too busy to do
Oh no,
it, right?
I get that.
But I understand what you're saying, right? There is a role that a man typically or should play, right, within the home, and those roles can change. I will
Yep.
say that.
Yes,
Fair
they
enough.
are interchangeable to a degree.
And they're
I
interchangeable
think
to a degree. To a degree.
Really, what it boils down to
Respectfully.
is working together. Period.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Just period. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
the
matter
end of
about
the day.
job. It doesn't matter about what
At the
you
end of
can
the day.
do, what you can't do. Because there's some things that my wife just can't do. There's some shit that I just can't do.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, and it's like to say
Absolutely.
that you can't be in a relationship. It's like, to me, if it's about sex, that's
Everywhere.
That's the blood. That's the, what do I want to say? That's the plus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's not, that shouldn't be expected. That should, I don't understand. Like, because you have to, if you working together and y'all tight, sex is gonna come. Relationship
Right.
is gonna come.
Right.
And that's what I'm
Love is
saying.
gonna come.
That's-
I say it about
Right.
my wife all the time. Whether she's working, whether she's not, whatever, this woman has my back.
Yes.
Regardless.
She does.
What's going on. And I got hers regardless. Now, especially when we're in front of people. Now, I may come back home and go, hey, you know what? Whoop-de-whoop. Like, yeah, I know you said this, but this is how I'm really feeling. But I'm not going to say you should do A, B, and C. I'm going to say, how can we
do that?
Do this?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's what needs to come back. That's all.
And I'm saying, but
like that.
there still needs to be a clear role so people can get out of this. To start off with, it needs to be a clear role. When you're dating somebody or whatever, you need to define what you're going to do, what you're capable of doing. And that needs to happen, so they're not surprised later. Oh, you can't do that. You ain't shit.
Okay.
You can't do that. Oh, you ain't shit either. And then
I don't know.
But you guys can't.
I'm definitely out of the loop.
You guys are.
I've
I'm
been
saying
in the
you guys.
dating loop.
No, you are
for a long time. So I just
Right. Well, yeah.
why that just doesn't organically happen is
That's what I'm saying.
Because there are good women still out there, I'm sure,
I'm
right?
not saying that.
Okay,
I'm not saying that.
This is not a bashing.
No, what I'm saying is
But
it needs to
we
be organic. That's all I'm saying. It needs to be organic. It's applying pressure and making a man have all these steps to go through.
That is the culture now, though. That is the culture. Ain't no denying that.
Only if you're allowed to be.
You are.
Either you about to get a damn woman or your ass about to just be single.
I'll be single. I don't care.
Oh, I know you don't.
I don't give a rat's ass. I've been single for 3 years. I'll keep it going. I've been single longer than that.
I think, before we get out of here, I just want to touch on something else. I think people look at the relationships from 30, right? The people who last 30, 40, and 50 years, and people truly have no fucking idea what love is.
Right. Well,
I'm just gonna say
it's
that.
too
It's
easy to say no,
Right.
or to get a divorce,
What people don't understand now is you are never going to get even to that point to build anything, right?
Nope.
If you constantly want everything now. I think when people look at people who've been together for 25, 30, 40 years, and you think they have had the perfect damn marriage.
It's work. It's work.
That is not the case. There was some times when he wasn't shit. There was some times in that marriage, right?
Yeah,
Over
no,
that
you're
30,
facts.
40
Absolutely
years when she wasn't shit. You know what I mean? But for some reason, through the grace of God, they stuck that shit together, right? And lived to tell a story.
And that
If
makes
you
it all.
constantly
That makes it
bed
better.
jumping, right? If you constantly bed jumping, all you telling us a different damn story every night,
Yep.
right?
Break it.
That stigma.
But it's so
Gem.
much.
That's a gem right there.
it
People.
is. It is.
I don't know. I just wish people we have so many misconceptions and we are being so misguided, right? And we are looking at all the wrong places and we don't have the right teachers anymore.
No, we don't.
As a community and as a culture, right? We don't see enough two-parent homes, right? We don't see enough in our community. Or it's not even that.
Even if it is 2-parent homes, you got dad who ain't never home.
Or ain't involved.
You know,
right?
or ain't
that's it.
involved. You know,
Yep.
he making $350,000 a year,
That
but he
part.
ain't never home.
But-
he don't even go on family vacations with you.
That's
or if he
really
does,
not
he
much
meets
different.
you there for a couple days.
In
And he
some
got a
ways,
dip.
that's a deadbeat, right?
Yeah.
In a different regard. I
Emotional
understand you
deadbeat.
probably
An emotional
put the
deadbeat.
2,000 emotional deadbeat.
But I'm
there it is.
but I'm paying for
Thank you,
everything,
sir.
so that's all I should have.
Are you my dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally an emotional
It's
deadbeat.
an emotional deadbeat. So
You think you're doing the right thing by out here slaving and making all the money, you know, and it's not the right thing.
Yeah,
I'm just realizing. I'm just realizing that now at 51.
speak on it.
I'm just realizing that
Speak
now.
on it.
And some of these men out here need to recognize that they're broken and they need to get fixed.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a good way to end this episode.
I had nothing left to be
about
said
that.
after that.
Because
Say it again. Say it one more time for the people in the back.
a lot of men out here need to get their mental health together because they're broken and they can't love nobody right or be with nobody else because they are broken.
Facts.
Broken things break other broken things.
I would say hurt people hurt people.
Yep.
And with that being said, it is your man DJ Big Mike.
Bigg Dooley out the building, yo.
Angry Artist out.
Hey.